Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Study with Soumya. I hope you all are well and safe and your preparation for upcoming TCS and QT is all done, all good. So all the best, do your best and just be confident with whatever you are doing. So all the best from my side and I'm damn sure that you will do your best. So basically, if you haven't subscribed my YouTube channel, then please do subscribe. Also, do join us at our Telegram channel, that is Placement Fodinge. The link for the Telegram channel is provided in the description itself. Once again, happy International Women's Day. So in this video, we are going to discuss a coding question, and for sure this question will be helpful for you in your TCS and QT exam. And so let's start with the question. The question says, Vinita is very fond of solving problems. Her teacher her teacher gave her an array of distinct elements and asked to rearrange the elements of array in zigzag fashion. The converted array should be in form. See, this is the form that A should be less than B should be greater than C should be less than D, then D should be greater than E, and then E should be less than F, and this is how the pattern should go, right? For example, the input is so this 7 denoting the number of elements present in the array. 7 is showing the number of elements present in the array, and these are the elements. On the next line, we have the elements, that is 4, 3, 7, 8, 6, 2, 1, right? And in the output, we are getting 3, 7, 4, 8, 2, 6, 1. So first of all, we will understand the approach for this particular problem and then we will solve this in C. Now, I'm using the C because C is the language which most of the students are aware of. So let's do the question in C only. So let's understand the approach. So let's understand the approach first. So we have element 4, 3, 7, 8, 6, 2, 1, right? So these are the elements. Now what we will do, first of all, we will take a variable, that is flag, equal to true, right? Because we have to check, we have to follow a sequence that first A less than B we have to check, then B greater than C, then C less than C, then D greater than E. So this is the sequence that we have to follow. So first we will initialize our flag variable as true. So if flag, we can check that if condition is true. So what we will do, we will check that if, suppose we are currently on this element. So this is A of I and this is A of I plus 1. We will check if A of I is greater than A of I plus 1. If this condition is true, what we will do? We will do the swapping because in actual we want A less than B. So this will be swapped. So now we have 3, 4, 7, 8, 6, 2, 1, right? Also, we will convert this flag to as false because next time we want to implement the condition for this thing, right? So we will convert this flag as false. So next condition will be executed. Here we will check. So now our I is pointing to this one. So we have A of I here and A of I plus 1 because simply we are running a loop to go through all the elements of the array, right? So here we will check the counter condition. In actual we want B greater than C, right? So here we will check if A of I is less than A of I plus 1. If this condition is true, so just swap them because in actual we want that A of I should be greater than A of I plus 1. But since this is not the condition, so let's swap. It is going to be 3, 7, 4, 8, 6, 2, 1. Again flag will be converted to true. Now we will check for the, okay, so now we will move to this 4 and this is A of I plus 1. So we have to check for C less than D now. So we will check 4 less than 8. Yes, condition is true. So we have, let's move further. 8, 6, 2, 1. Now this is A of I and this is A of I plus 1. We have to check, now we have to check whether this D is greater than E or not. 8 is greater than 6. This condition also true. So we will move further. 4, 8, 6, 2, 1. So now this is A of I and this is A of I plus 1. Now what we will check? We will check A of I is greater than A of I plus 1. If this is the case, just swap. So 3, 7, 4, 8, 2, 6, 1, right? And next thing that we have to check is that this thing we have to check that this element should be greater than this one. So this condition is true, so we don't have to do any further swapping. So this is the resultant array we are going to get 1, right? So how many steps are involved here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So 6 steps are involved to go through all the elements of the array, right? So how many elements are present in this array? 7, right? So for sure we have to go through, like we have to initialize our variable by 0, and we have to go through up to n minus 2, right? Because see, 6 steps are covered here. N is showing the number of elements. So 7 minus 2, it means we are covering the 6 passes. Okay, so I hope the approach is clear to all of you. Let's see the implementation now. So first, let's take an integer n, right? Then let's take this as input from the user, that is %d ampersand n, right? Next, what we have to do, so let's take an array of size n. Let's take array elements as input and scanf %d ampersand err of I. So here what we are doing, we are taking the array elements as input. Now comes the actual logic which we have to implement. So for int I equal to 0, the loop will run up to n minus 2 I plus plus, right? And now here we will check the condition. So for doing the flag variable thing which I just discussed, so either you can take a flag variable, initialize it with true and keep inverting the value, that is initially it is true, then false, then true, then false. Or the other thing that you can do, we can simply take this. So other than this, what we can do, so we can write if I mod 2 equals 0. So this condition is true, right? See, first it will be 0, then 1. In that case, condition will be false. So we will check for the b greater than c condition. We have to go through a sequence, right? That a less than b, then b greater than c. So this if part will check for a less than b, because see, initially this condition is going to be true, but as soon as I will be updated to 1, then this condition won't be true. So we will execute the else part. Again, this condition will be true because I will be 2. Then when I will be 3, then else part will be executed, and this is how it will go alternatively. I hope this thing is clear. And if you are not clear with this, you can simply use the approach that is flag equal to true initially. So this if part will be executed, then invert the flag as false, then else part will be executed. So if I mod 2 equals 0, right? So in that case, what we will do, if this condition is true, so we have to check what we want to basically implement that, right? So here we will check that if a of I is greater than, okay, it is ARR, I plus 1. So we have to do the swapping. So let's take a variable here only, temporary variable for swapping. So we will do temp equal to ARR of I equal to I plus 1, I plus 1 equal to ARR of I, and okay, equal to temp, right? So here we will do the swapping thing. Next we have to write the else part, that is if I mod 2 equals 0, this condition is not true. In that case, what we will do, so we have to check for that b should be, that a of I should be greater than a of I plus 1. This is what we have to check. This is what we have to implement, right? So here we will check that if a of I, sorry, I'm again saying this a of I, although it's ARR of I. So ARR of I is less than ARR of I plus 1. If this is the condition, then we have to do the swapping, because what we want in actual, we want that ARR of I should be greater than ARR of I plus 1. Okay, so let's do the swapping. So for swapping, let me copy the same code and let me write here. So yeah, that is the thing. Okay, so I think this is done. So next what we will do, just simply print all the elements of the array and let's check our code that if it's working fine. So I plus plus print f ampersand d, and here we have to write arr of I. Yeah, so let me go through it once. Yeah, I think everything is fine. So let's run our code. Okay, so how many elements we have? 7, 4, then we have 8, 6, 2, 1. See, we are getting 3, 4, 3, 7, 4, 8, 2, 6, 1. Let's try for another input. 1, 4, 3, 2. So see, for this we are getting 1, 4, 2, 3. So I hope the logic, the code, everything is clear to you. So make sure to like this video, make sure to subscribe this channel, and we'll be bringing more such videos to help all the students here. So keep supporting us and keep watching Study with Soumya. Bye bye.